Hello, my beautiful VIP goddesses. Welcome to your bonus reading for the month of November. This is a timeless reading, but I felt so called to do or use the 1111 portal that is today to really amp up the energy for this read. I feel like the babies want to share with us today what this 1111 portal truly opened for us when it comes to our journey to baby. So whether you're viewing this on Patreon in our Spirit Baby Nursery, or you're viewing this in our VIP area on YouTube, whether it's the Fertility Goddess area, or it is the Faith Trust and Baby Dust area, you're a VIP, you're special. I feel like, love rituals, or you just need like that type of ritual like energy surrounding your everyday life, or that is something that helps you feel secure and grounded in what you do. And so I feel like we may be talking a little bit about rituals today, or the messages that come through are going to help you create a new ritual, which is something that I do feel like this 1111 portal opened for many of us as a collective. So as you can see, I even have a new type of layout that I'm doing. I don't know if I'll do this again, but this is what I felt like doing for today. And it's interesting because now that I look at this layout, it really looks like a form of expansion, right? And usually when there's like pick one card, if me or another tarot reader or oracle card reader uses this type of divination, we usually just have like one card there, even if we have selected, or a deck, right, a specific deck or something, and it's usually just concise. It's usually all together and not spread out like this. Even if we have already shuffled multiple cards, right, we kind of have them off to the side, we don't let them be seen. And from me feeling called to like lay the cards out in this way, it's kind of making me feel like, in our small community, in our VIP community, for us, I feel like there is some relation to this 1111 portal opening, or how do I say this, Spirit? Creating like how do I say this? Influencing, that's the right word. Influencing an expansion in our lives in some way, helping us see things for what they truly are, or laying it all out on the table, if you will. Okay, so if you felt called to write things out, maybe you felt called to write out your goals, maybe you felt called to create a list, maybe you felt called to create a pros and cons list, maybe you felt called to write out a decluttering list, things that need to be, you need to rid. And I'm also noticing too, like this does look like a portal. Like it looks like stairs, right? Like stairways going up into the portal. And I'm looking at like how the circles are kind of like matching up here, where they literally look like portals. So everything is so like divinely planned and orchestrated here, and I didn't even know. Right, like I didn't even know. And this is down to the crystals as well, because these crystals that I have, or these stones that I have here on our piles, I heard the colors. So I heard like an orange stone for this pile, for pile number 2, and a gray stone for pile number 1. And I was like, oh, this is kind of gray. So it's like gray, green, and like pinkish reddish. I think it's ruby zoist. I think it's how you pronounce it. Zoiste, I think. Ignore the snores in the background. But I felt drawn, like I heard the colors, and I saw each deck as well in my third eye. So I'm not going to take too much more time explaining like the layout of this, but I felt like it was really important in connection to this 1111 portal energy. And even if you're seeing this, because I won't be posting this until probably 11:12, I'll probably post it tomorrow, or even tonight. I don't know, just depends on what I feel called to do. Maybe tonight, if I catch 11:11 tonight from my time and Pacific Standard Time. But if you don't see it tonight, no worries. Once again, this is a timeless reading. You may not even see it in November. You may not even see it in 2025, and that's okay. But whenever you feel like there is expansion, you're feeling like called to an expansive time in your life, you feel like there's a shift, a transition, there's more that you're meant for, your soul is wanting to expand, this is when you're going to feel called to this reading, okay? And that's what I feel like the energy is. And I feel like the underlying message here is spirit wanting you to know that everything that is happening in your life right now is divinely orchestrated, whether it feels like it's chaotic or it feels like you're in control. Just know that, you know, your guides are really guiding you. Like, your guides are doing what they're supposed to be doing right now, even if you are aware of it or not. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. I have pile one, of course. Like I said, this is like the ruby zoist or whatever it's called. It's like gray, green, and like red. Maybe you're drawn to this energy, this energetic portal here. That's our stairway that is laid out. And then we have pile number two, which is a orange calcite crystal. Okay, so this is orange calcite, and it's so bright and beautiful. And this is pile number two, of course. And maybe you're drawn to this stairway on the right hand side. Our left or right could be significant for you. You may feel drawn to that as well. Okay, so go ahead and select that as well, spirit. Okay, I'm also hearing list some numbers with it. So for pile number one, I'm seeing 111, 1111, 222, and 333. Pile number three, I am seeing 444. I'm also seeing 1212. I'm actually seeing like 1221, like mirroring numbers. So maybe you've been seeing like is it like 1221? So if they were to like, if you were to fold them together like a piece of paper, the numbers would lay on top of each other. 1111 is another one. What's another one, spirit? What's another one? I'm going blank, but like, you know what I mean? Like numbers that are like opposite of each other. Maybe even a military time, because I keep hearing like 1331 and I'm like, that's not a number, but it is. It's actually 131. So maybe you can see it in a military time as well, or like I'm hearing someone's like watch or phone is a military time. Or oh, it's Veterans Day too. Happy Veterans Day to all my veterans. So you may be a veteran, you may, you know, have celebrated Veterans Day today, or you may be in the military, okay, the services. So yeah, yeah, that can be relevant as well for pile number two. So choose whichever pile you feel drawn to. The timestamps are down below in the comments and the description box as always. And I'll see you guys in your pile. Hello, pal number one. If you chose this ruby zoist, I believe that's what it's called. Please forgive me if I'm mispronouncing it, but I think that's what it's called. It's like this red, gray, green crystal. Definitely look up the properties, our healing properties of it, and see how it may align with what you have been feeling around this 1111 portal. I am going to try to post this tonight. Let me see, what time is it for me? It's 10:15 right now p.m. So hopefully I can get it up in an hour and post it and put it out there so you guys can watch it at this time if you're up late at night and you just want something to end your night off, your 11/11 day off. But if not, know that this energy is potent for, I'm hearing, for the next 7 days. If you try to watch this within the next 3 days, but if not, it's okay. It's timeless too. Okay, so whenever you are feeling an expansive, you're watching this because you're feeling this expansive energy around you. Spirit already told me those who are watching this are those who feel like this expansive energy around them. I'm also hearing, and I heard as I was putting the cards out, that intention is important. So I feel like that's also something and a reminder for us as a collective that intention is really important for us. Now I'm gonna go ahead and reveal the stairway. I wanted to say uncover. So there is like some sort of reveal that is happening around you, pile number one, or that this 1111 portal has opened or is opening up for you. It may have already opened for you, okay? I'm actually looking at this candle that I have lit in front of me, and it actually has like this stairway looking image on the front of it. It's an intention candle that represents growth. And I feel here that whatever you may be experiencing in your journey to baby or in life at this time that is meant to help positively influence your journey to baby has something to do with growth, okay? Like we said, expansion, but this is not just expansion in like the long way, or like stretching a rubber band. This is like expansion as in going up the stairs. Okay, some of you guys may actually find that you go backwards to go up, so you may feel like you are taking 2 steps back to go 3 steps forward. Okay, and I'm hearing hang on, hold on while you take those 2 steps back. It's almost like spirit is showing me someone tripping down the stairs, so be careful, okay, on stairs as well. But I'm seeing someone like tripping backwards on the stairs, and they catch themselves on the railing, and then they use the railing to help pull them back up. This also, what I'm also seeing in my third eye is like someone taking like doing like mountain climbing, and they like miss their footing on like a rock or something, like they missed the rock, and then they like kind of fall a little bit, and they gotta keep climbing though, right? Because their goal, their mission is up at the top, so they have to keep going even if they're scraped up a little bit. And I'm hearing keep going. Okay, so let's see what this 1111 portal opened up for you when it comes to your journey to baby, or in other areas of your life that's going to positively influence your journey to baby. So let's go ahead and flip them all over. Celebrations. Okay, love it. Let's go ahead and flip them over all over first. Okay, beautiful. I like that energy together. Ooh, okay. And emotions, and emotion was actually in reverse, so I will read that as well. I want to lay out the other cards too. Let me actually move this because I feel like this looks weird. So we have that there, that there. Okay, perfect. And then let me get the other cards, because you guys, I have all of your cards laid out, and we're just gonna look at them all together. What do we want to do? Yeah, this one. Oh, okay. We have soul family. Okay. Can I do this? Yeah. Like that. I want to push that up so you guys can see it. Bear with me. And then we have collaboration. Let me see if I can just... Okay, let me pause it and adjust. Oh, it's not bad. Okay, collaboration. And then we have sweetheart, which I love because it has like the little ultrasound photo there. And when that one did flip over, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what this pile is about. So 11:51 on the clock, on the timestamp when I just looked just now, for your reading. So that's important as well. That's what 11, that's 2, 6, 26. 26 could be important. So let's look at your messages. How is this 11:11 portal creating a new beginning, or what has it opened up for you? Okay, I'm going to put emotion in reverse because I'm hearing to put it back into reverse there, because that is important. So the first thing we have is celebrations. It says you are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. We then have hydration, which says, dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for motivating and guiding me to drink more water so that my health, energy, and appetite stay at optimal levels throughout each day. So I'm going to start there. I'm going to start with these two cards because I love this vibration together. Hydration is like refueling your energy, refueling yourself, refilling your cup. With it saying you are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life, I do feel like there was something that may have been missing, or something that was being drained that is being replenished through this 11:11 portal. I feel like this 11:11 energy has created a bridge for you to be able to walk into a new space, right? We were talking about the portal energy, where you now are in alignment with receiving. You are now in alignment with bringing new and exciting things into your life, like your baby. Okay, I feel like you're also allowing yourself to, with this emotion energy in reverse, I feel like you're not allowing emotions to stump or stunt. There you go, stunt your growth. Okay, I do want to look at the spirit invocation and see what that says in the book. So just bear with me while I look for it here. So this is a Reiki Oracle deck, and we're going to look over here. So the Hatsuri, I don't know, is a method of receiving spirit and soul energy. It is a ritual cleansing. I told you, I feel like if you heard the intro, I said I feel like rituals are really important for us as a collective here in our VIP community. It says it is a ritual cleansing action that strengthens and purifies a connection to the universal life force. As it As it is a meditative act and state, the HH, I'm just going to call it HH, will help lead to a deep understanding of the world, how it works, how divine all things truly are, and especially the insight into how the divine is working in all and through things. The practice of HH inspires that feeling within that prompts one to act without thought of reward. It is that inspiring, vitalizing, propelling power that takes possession of a person and causes him to lose himself in which he is doing, truly being in the now moment. An enlightened being exists only in the now, never in the past nor the future. The results of practicing HH can be measured in terms of increased physical vitality, greater intellectual buoyancy, moral stamina, and a deeper understanding of the realities underlying all human action. Yeah, so like I said, I feel like this 1111 energy, this 1111 portal definitely, there's a few things that's pouring in here, but no pun intended, because I do feel like there was so much poured into you through this portal. I feel like you really allowed yourself. When I saw this picture, I was like, meditation. So if you've been feeling called to meditate, I feel like through meditation, whether you're practicing this HATSUREI ho spirit invocation practice, or you're just doing a different type of meditation, like if you're feeling called to do that, okay? Like I said, emotions, you have let emotions leave you. You have let the emotions that have been keeping you stagnant and still in a stuck place leave you. And it has allowed you with this soul family energy, how she's looking at this woman, or she's not even looking, they're not looking at each other, but they're like hand to hand, mind to mind, or head to head, third eye to third eye, right? Energy centers to energy centers. And this is reminding me of, even though it's two different women here, it looks like the same, feels like the same energy to me. It feels like the same woman. And I feel like this is you and your higher self. I feel like not only have you been calling in your tribe, or you don't have to, it says you don't have to do it alone, and it says soul family, but I feel like this is also representing you and you during this 1111 energy. And I can't help but notice how we have the what is it called, mirroring energy here. Okay, we have a dolphin, the whale, right? Dolphin, woman. And like I said, these animals are mirroring each other. They're the same exact animal, but look at these two different women. And that's why I said it feels like there has been an evolution. Oh my gosh, spirit is saying that, you guys, there was you quantum leaped, like you advanced into a version of yourself that was ready to receive, but this version of yourself was on a different timeline. So this 1111 energy, okay, which literally these animals are representing this 1111 energy, this doorway, right? I'm hearing like as above, so below, right? And so it's like, just kind of like side to side, a mirror. There's like an invisible mirror here. There is literally nothing physical that's right here that is keeping you from like being able to, go from this version of yourself to this version of yourself. This woman looks a little older than this woman. And I feel like even though, like once again, she has changed, she has transformed, she has matured. And I feel like this is something that this 1111 energy has helped you really step into by providing you with I'm hearing the wooden planks or the bricks that you needed to complete the bridge so that you can go into this space. Like this spirit invocation or this practice that spirit was just, had just introduced me to, and maybe you too. I feel like there has been like this greater sense of inspiration, this greater sense of motivation that has been poured into you as well. This is where the hydration steps in. This is where, like it says, thank you for motivating and guiding me, right? And I feel like this is what you have felt today. This is what you are going to feel, I feel like, over the next 5 weeks. Okay, so give it some time if you don't feel it now, but over the next 5 weeks, there's definitely going to be a shift in your energy, your sense of vitality, your sense of excitement for life, your sense of understanding who you are and where you're going. Right now you may feel like you're in the dark, or you may feel like, there's so many unknowns. You feel this expansion energy, but you don't really know where it's leading you or how it's meant to help you. You just know that it's something that you're being called to embrace and release your emotions about, so that you don't react to it, but instead you respond, instead you listen, instead you say yes, instead you are open to this 5 energy, which is change. You're open to this 9 energy, which is ending endings. You're open to this 3 energy, which is creation, right? And so I definitely feel like, Spirit is saying, like, this is what this 1111 energy did for you, so that you can go into this energy of, creation. We have pure, unconditional love and beloved, and she's literally pregnant, okay? Pregnant, holding this ultrasound photo with the baby on it, you and your partner. And this is what I see for you guys, pal number one, okay? This is what I see. This is the change that I see when it comes to your journey to baby. I see and I feel this feeling of purity, this feeling of peace, non-worried energy, just feeling secure in what you are bringing into this world. If there was any worry around your baby, around conceiving, around the next results, the next step in your path, the next outcome in your journey, you are learning to love every aspect of your journey to baby, because you are learning to love yourself on a deeper level. And this is what this 1111 energy has opened for you. It's allowed you to really understand yourself on a soul level. It has allowed you to not only do that, but I also feel like with this soul family and calling your tribe, and you don't have to do it alone, it has allowed you to once again release any emotions that may have been keeping you from connecting with your soul family. The people who may not be blood, or usually they're not, right? Usually they're not blood relatives, but sometimes they are. But I feel like you have, by you letting down this guard, by you surrendering, by you sitting in meditation, by you saying, maybe you wrote a letter to the divine today. Maybe you feel called to write a letter to your higher self. Maybe you feel called to write a letter to your baby. Do that, okay? Because whatever this is here, I am feeling that your little one and your spirit team, they're letting you know that, you're not in this alone, not one bit. We're sending and have already sent the people here to help support you, to help back you up, to help lessen the weight, right? We have unity as well, which is the very first thought that I had when I saw this card. I thought about the Two of Cups and that harmonious energy, and how I feel like this 1111 energy has also helped you be on the same frequency and vibration of your baby, which is so important when it comes to aligning with your baby's conception, right? And I feel like, this has also helped put you and your partner on a more, the word that's coming to mind is like sturdy. It's like a sturdy path towards growing your family as well. Okay. We also have enhancement, which goes hand in hand with that growth that I was seeing, taking 2 steps back to go 3 steps forward. And you're not doing it alone. Okay. You have the collaboration energy. So spirit is sending in people that you may not have even thought, was a part of your spirit team, people that you thought didn't even think about you, didn't give you a time, they're just people that maybe you talk to, but you're like, oh, we're not really close, but they're a part of your soul team, and spirit is bringing that to light for you as well. So what I'm hearing is, Goddess, you're being called to sit, you're being called to surrender, hydrate yourself as well, literally, physically, okay, but also spiritually. Pour into yourself spiritually through your practices and your rituals. What did that say? There was a ritual they spoke of. It said, this is a ritual cleansing action that strengthens and purifies the connection to the universal life force. So it's a method of receiving spirit and soul energy. It is a ritual cleansing action. Yeah. So do rituals that help provide cleansing, or that include cleansing actions. Maybe this is like taking a salt bath, or what's it called? What is it called? Like I don't know why I want to say spiritual warfare bath, but maybe that's something that someone has been thinking about doing. But like, taking a spiritual bath, doing things like praying, writing, meditating, sitting with the divine, things that are of protection is what this really feels like. Things that help cleanse away your emotions as well. Sometimes that includes crying, right? Crying is a cleansing ritual, but also things that help bring strength, and purity, right? We have the purity energy too, to your in love, okay, to your journey to baby, and to yourself. Okay, I'm hearing this is so much more deeper than just like your fertility journey and your relationship with yourself and your partner. This is like as a whole. This is you as a whole. And this is what this 1111 energy, you guys may have felt like this like shaky vibrational energy around you before you approach this 1111 day, okay? 1111 or this 1111 portal. And I'm hearing you can finally rest. You can finally sit in both of these positions. She's sitting here by herself, and she is sitting here with herself, okay? So this is what I see, goddess. This is such a beautiful energy. And I can't help but notice, like, by turning the emotions card upside down, it looks like there's a new sprout that's coming out of the ground. Like, these are the roots, and this is a new sprout. As above, so below. Okay, so what you have been putting out is being poured back into you, is what I'm hearing. This is what this portal has opened for you. So this is your time to sit and receive. Some of you guys will be finding out that you're pregnant very soon. The number 21 could be significant surrounding that. Okay, the 21st of a month, the 3rd of a month, or I don't want to say that in 21, I'm hearing 21 weeks. You could be 21 weeks along. I don't know why I'm hearing 21, but that's not even what is that? That would be March, I guess, if I add that together. I'm hearing the 21st month, but that's not a month. But anyways, that's what I have for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. This is a little longer than I thought, but I hope that you love the message. I hope that you embrace this message and this energy. Once again, remember to feed into yourself, pour into yourself physically, as well as, and okay, one more thing. It says here, so that my health, energy, and appetite stay at optimal levels. So if there was something that you were struggling with when it comes to your energy levels, maybe you felt really run down, really drained. I feel like this is also a gift that has been given to you. There's so many gifts with this celebration card and the gift box here that has been poured into you during this 1111 portal. But give it some time to expand, to really show up in your life. Once again, I feel like the next 5 weeks is something that's significant to that, to that realization, or to that being shown to you. Okay, so anyways, that's where I'll end it. Sending you so much love and light, and of course baby dust. And if you were drawn to pile number 2, then I'll see you there. If not, then go ahead and explore more messages from your babies in my playlist and in our Spirit Baby Nursery if you're watching it there. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful goddesses who chose pile number 2. Welcome to your 1111 reading. In this reading, we're going to dive into messages that surround how this 1111 portal has affected your journey to baby, what it's bringing to your journey to baby, or how it's just affecting you in a positive way, or affecting you so that it positively influences your journey. Now, let me move this out the way because that was pile 1. You guys are actually the Orange Calcite crew, okay? The Orange Calcite crew. And this is such a beautiful, vibrant energy. I feel joy, transformation, happiness from this orange calcite, healing, wanting to talk to everybody, outgoing energy. So that could be something that, a gift or something that you were blessed with through this 1111 energy. 1111 is a portal, it is a doorway. So you could be feeling like you're, or maybe not even feeling like, but you may, and I'm hearing, I'm walking on sunshine. Okay, so I feel like there is there was some, like a bucket of like positive dust, like fairy dust that was poured over you. And even if you're not experiencing it right now, this gives such a carefree energy. I'm hearing I almost feel like crying because it feels like all of your worries just melt away, and it feels like, you can enjoy the holidays, you can enjoy the things that who you are, you know what I mean? And I always want to say who you used to be. I feel like, the portal that you're stepping into is one that is of remembrance, one that is of memories, one that is, I feel like painful memories to help you heal, to help you forgive, as well as beautiful memories to help you remember that it hasn't all been bad. I feel like there's like this, I'm seeing someone walk down a hallway full of picture frames, and the picture frames are of them, their family, their loved ones, their friends, from baby all the way up through the age that they are at this time. And it's almost like you're getting a review of your life, in real time. And Spirit is showing you, like, look at how resilient you were, and look at how you made it through this part of your life, and look at where you are now. And then Spirit then is showing you, like, look at this. Remember when, I'm hearing, remember when your dad bought you your favorite toy or your first bike? Things that you may not even remember as a child from your childhood that have been washed away through, other memories. I feel like are being brought to you or will be brought to you. And you may have to sit in stillness, for this to come through fully for you. But this is a gift that you've been given. Um, and I'm hearing that some of you guys really needed to embrace, or for some, this is like shadow work, because I'm hearing like for some of you guys, you really needed to face this. You really needed to see this, experience this, remember this, so that you can grow into the person that your soul came here to become. Because if not, there is 100% possibility of you to just continue to be the person that you have settled to become or to be, day after day after day, and then your life comes to an end as you know it. And just being in that space is what Spirit is saying. Like, that is a possibility. And sometimes we don't realize that. Sometimes we think that, like, oh, I'll get out of this. This is temporary. This is not something that's going to last forever. But we have been given the gift of willpower. We have been given the gift of choice. And if we continue to choose to live the same day over and over and over again, in the same position over and over and over again, then it's a possibility that we, to our last day here on earth, experience the same thing over and over again. So Spirit is saying that the gift that has been given to you, or one of the things that this portal opened up for you, was a literal portal where you were able to get a review of your past so that you can have this sense of awakening. I feel like Spirit literally threw you into the judgment card where you were literally able to see everything from your past, a review of your past, and then also be able to move forward with a new sense of understanding of who you are, what you want to be, your new goals. And I don't know, this just feels so light, airy, happy, optimistic. And, this is something that a lot of you guys have been praying for and have been needing, in order for you to align as well when it comes to the conception of your baby, or align with just receiving them. You know what I mean? Just being that vessel that your child is needing, this, this new earth soul, this high vibrational soul that is coming in with little to no drama, if you will, to experience in this lifetime, but that is coming in to build a new world, is what I'm hearing. And so there are things that mommy needs to work through in order for her to, be able to give this child the DNA or the genetic makeup that it needs, or the space for them to grow so that they can be the human that they're meant to be. So that's really deep, you guys. Let's flip over your cards, okay? I have all of your cards already pre-shuffled. I don't think I may have seen this one. I think I know what this one is, but I haven't seen any of the other cards. So let's go ahead and flip them all over. I have 4 here for you. Mountain, interesting. Okay. And now I'm hearing, so you guys are my musical palm, my musical guides are here. I'm hearing, ain't no mountain high enough. Okay, beautiful. We got home help. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I'm going to flip them all over, but I am hearing with these 2 cards right here, there's such a strong, grounded foundation. If you guys have been feeling like there's been, like, I'm hearing the Rocky Mountains. So if you guys have been feeling like things have been jagged, sharp, if you've been feeling insecure, or you feel like your foundation has been like rocked in some way, cracked in some way, this 1111, which I love how we have 22, because 11 and a plus 11 is 22, you guys. Literally a vibration that is pouring and flowing through you right now. This 1111 portal has literally, wow, I'm seeing the 11s laying on top of each other. So it's like you take an 11 and an 11 and you fold it like a piece of paper, and it makes 22. So there's like this energy of coming together, to create a stronger foundation. So this could be you and your partner as well. There may have been some energy, and look at the positive fairy dust I was talking about being poured down onto you. But there's like this energy here, this energy of healing, of two people or two things coming together to create a stronger foundation. So it could be surrounding your home as well. We have home help here, so it could literally be like surrounding your home, your foundation, your health, your security and finances. Like this is root chakra energy that I feel like is being blessed through this 1111 portal, or the reason why you are being taken down this memory lane where you may have been feeling down. You may have been feeling frustrated, upset, depressed, sad, not wanting to dive into these energies or face the truth or reality of a situation. But it's all for the better, because it is going to help you. It is helping you strengthen your foundation so that you can once again become the person that your soul came here to be, and also create the space that your child or children are meant to grow up in, okay? And be the parent that they have chosen you to be. They know the type of parent you're meant to be to them, but there is like an evolution, a soul's evolution, and I'm hearing like ascending, some sort of like ascending energy that you're meant to go through or experience before these babies come in. Not for theirs, well, it is for their sake too, but that's just a bonus. I'm hearing it's because of you. You are an individual. You came here alone. When you pass, you'll ascend alone. Your soul will ascend alone, but there is this energy of alignment that is meant to happen, right? Between now and then. So what I'm hearing is that your spirit babies, okay, has been really working hard to help you understand what it is that you are needing to step into and stop saying no to, and stop blocking through this review of your past, okay? And this is where the answers come in. This is where, even if it doesn't feel so good in the moment, it is necessary, okay? Let's see what else we have here. We have health. Wow, okay. Health, more foundation energy, more root chakra energy. And we have communicate, okay? It says communicate, and it's in reverse. So I'm going to leave it in reverse because that's what I'm hearing. Keep it in reverse. Let's get the other ones. I feel like this is so crooked, but let's see what I can do here. All right, that's better. I have 3 more. So we also have Trust the Niggle. I love this card, okay? It says, what is the niggling feeling trying to tell you, okay? So this is about your intuition. Yes, and she's definitely going through some shadow work. I love how we have like this color, this pop of color here with like the darker energy behind. Here, her third eye is open. Here, all 3 of her eyes are open. And here it's like she's surrendered. She's cloaked, like she has this cloak over her. Almost giving high priestess energy, right? This energy of revealing or what's behind the veil, something that was hidden. Once again, what this is like giving, what have you been like hiding, or you have not been wanting to face? This is a dark coming into the light. That is what true happiness is what Spirit is saying. Like, some of us have been going through this space where we have been having a blind eye towards something when it comes to our foundational energy, and Spirit is saying enough is enough with this 1111 energy, with this 1111 portal. Okay, enough is enough. And I love how we have all 3 energies here. This is reminding me of the goddess. This is reminding me of what is it, you guys? The maiden. Shoot, how come I can't think of? I can just hear the crone, and I know the last one is a crone, but I think it's maiden mother crone or maiden goddess crone. I can't remember, but like the 3 different energies, right, that all represent you in a different timeline, right? I used to think that these represented like different versions of yourself. Like, I don't know, I used to think they were like outside of ourselves, like, you know what I mean? Like, I used to think that we didn't exist as them all at once, but now I know that we are the maiden, we are the goddess, and we are the crone all at once. We carry the wisdom of the crone. We carry the vitality and the spark and inspirational energy and curiosity of the maiden, right? Ours, I think it's maiden, right? And then the goddess, I think the goddess or the mothering energy, which is like in the center. She brings us all together. And this is who you are, is what spirit is saying. But there's something here, your past and your future. There is something that there has been a shadow surrounding both. And the way that she's standing here holding her stomach, it makes me feel like it's making my stomach hurt, to be honest. And here on in the past and in the future, there is like they have their hands like this, and the light is right above their hand, and it makes me feel like I'll bring it up close for you guys, but like the light is literally like right above their hand. Their hands are open. Here she's like covering herself, she's holding herself almost as if she's afraid to leave where she is in this current position, right? She's afraid of what's to come because of her past, is what it feels like. And there's something that I feel like spirit has been, ooh, and this looks kind of scary when I look up there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, there's so much coming through. But it feels like there is something that you have been telling yourself, which is why I feel like we have communication in reverse. It feels like you may have been telling yourself something about your upcoming future or about your past that has been false. Even about your present that is false. And this is why you are being brought to light on a lot of different situations of your past and of your future, so that you can bring color to these energies as well, so that you can be excited, so you can let your hands go from around your waist, so that you can allow your solar plexus to shine. I noticed the sun here on this card in the center, and I was like, oh, one of the gifts that we are being given through this 1111 portal for pile number 2, you guys are being given this energy of healing the soul. Okay, the solar plexus is coming to light for you guys. It is healing you from the inside out, is what I'm hearing. It is shining light on what once felt difficult and unachievable, feels easy, feels just exciting, exhilarating. You feel inspired to move forward with it. Okay, you feel like you are capable, is what it feels like here. You're ready. You have your climbing gear. You're ready to go, is what I'm hearing. Okay. And the message that says here says, know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. And yes, we are meant to be cautious. We have been given the gift of discernment so that we can be mindful, right? I don't like to use the word cautious just because it can be associated with fear a lot of the times, but being mindful is very important when it comes to making decisions and taking your next step in life, etc. But we can like literally block our blessings by being too cautious, too mindful, right? So I feel like this is why you have had to go through this energy of releasing, of facing your past, of building excitement for your future, right? And taking that next step, letting your arms down, letting your guard down, if you will, so that your solar plexus can shine, so that your courage can shine, so that your creativity can shine, right? Bravery, right? He has his armor here and he's charging forward. And I'm hearing, for those of you guys who are actively trying to conceive and you may be afraid to go to the doctor or afraid to go to the doctor again, or do a procedure again, this kind of feels like repetitive energy. Spirit is saying you are protected. Know that you are protected. Okay, know that you are protected. But when it comes to like going all in, be mindful. Okay, be mindful. Use your discernment. What is that feeling trying to tell you as well? Don't be afraid of it. Don't allow fear to take over. Also with communication energy, okay, communication in reverse. Stop telling yourself things that do not align with what it is you desire. And I feel like this 1111 portal has really helped you become mindful of the words that you use about yourself, about your journey to baby, about your growth, about your stability, about your success, your outcomes, okay? And maybe you found yourself, because I am recording this on 1111, so maybe you found yourself being like catching yourself myself and being like, wait, why would I say that? Like, wait, no, I don't want to say that. I actually caught myself doing that today. I was going to type a message. I actually typed it out and I was going to send it. And I was like, no, Janessa, like, this is not what you want. So delete that. So I deleted it. And I was very proud of myself for doing that because I said, okay, I'm helping the divine with what I have been praying for, right? And that's kind of what I feel like this energy is for. It's also pouring into you. I feel like with home help, it's like whatever you've been praying for when it comes to your foundational energy, whether it's your health, your home, your finances, your stability, your family life, your relationship life with your partner, your relationship life with your doctor, okay, whatever this is here, Spirit is saying, help me help you, okay? And this is how you help Spirit. One, be mindful of what you speak on yourself and on your partner and on your child and on your journey to baby, your relationships, okay? Two, don't talk too much. Don't talk too much, okay? This is about, whatever we harbor, whatever we keep inside, it grows. And I said in the intro of this reading that I feel like, there is a sense of expansion with the 1111 energy. I felt like laying the cards out differently than I normally do in the beginning of a reading, for you to choose your pile. And it looked like it was this energy of like climbing the stairs, right? It would look like a staircase staircase. And it's interesting, you guys were pile number 2, so you guys were kind of descending, you guys were kind of going downwards, and if I went from left to right, and so that makes sense as to why Spirit is saying you guys are experiencing a review of your past so that you can understand, I don't know, it's almost like it cracks something in you. It cracks something that, that has been hidden or that you couldn't see, or it cracks the code. That's what it feels like. It breaks you. This break that you feel, this break is giving you a break, and this break is a breakthrough, not a breakdown. You know what I mean? Or you're breaking down to break through. Like, that's what it feels like here. And this is something that is, oh my gosh, so important. And it's so important to the month of November, you guys. November is so important. November 22nd could also be important in your life. But let me see what other 2 cards you guys have, and then I'll just put it all together when I read the health card here. So you guys have aid, mercy, charity, and kindness. Wow. Okay. And fright. Oh my gosh, you guys. Just like perfect energy. Yeah, definitely this 1111 portal has helped. Oh my gosh, you guys have the number 8 here twice. You guys have 17, which is 8, and 62, which is 8. It says depression, phobia, and paranoid. Yeah, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Don't be afraid. Yeah, Spirit had to break you. Spirit had to like break this false concept of yourself because of what you've experienced in your past. Your past could be yesterday. Your past could be last year. Your past could be last month. It could be 10 years ago. But whatever it was that you faced, it was that you experienced, maybe the outcome wasn't what you thought it was going to be. And so therefore, it changed your perspective of your future. It changed your perspective. It made you want to stay stuck, stay still, tread every day cautiously, right? Instead of charging forward bravely. You may speak. I'm hearing you put too much energy out through your words. You put too much energy out about your life and what you want and your expectations. And through your words, don't tell too many people. Don't talk about it. I'm hearing don't talk about it, be about it. Interesting. Let me see what this health card says. This is a Reiki deck, and so it has different meanings for each card. It's like a teaching deck. I love it. I actually haven't used it in a long time, and I felt like pulling it out one day with a client, so she might be watching this reading. But I felt like using it today too for us. So it says the Kenku card represents the inquirer's health, which you are the inquirer. It says Kenku is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or medical condition. Health is being able to feel good and having a life of mobility, enjoyment, social relationships, optimistic expectations, and optimal individualized fitness so that one lives a full creative life. I have the chills, you guys. I have the chills because this is exactly what Spirit was saying in the beginning. Like, there, you can live the same life over and over and over again. You can live as the same person. That is something, if that is what you want and that's what you desire, you can do it. You can do it. But Spirit is saying, don't be afraid of the challenges. Don't be afraid of the extra steps that need to be taken, the extra stairs. When you turn the stairway and you think that you're done, you're like, oh, I finally made it to this platform, and you look to the right and there's more stairs. Don't be afraid to climb those stairs too. Okay? Just because there are more stairs this time doesn't mean there's going to be more stairs when you climb this next set of stairs. Stop allowing your past to influence your view of your future, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, because it's keeping you from living a full creative life. Okay, one that is full of optimistic expectations, optimal individualized fitness, positive social relationships, okay, mobility, enjoyment, feeling good. Okay, it says our mental health is just as important. Keep your thoughts positive and learn to discipline your mind. Yes, I actually was looking at videos about this today. That's so funny. So I feel like this 1111 energy is just woof. It is giving you a complete makeover, and those monsters that have been hiding under the bed are being shown, like, to you. Okay, like the flashlight is on. Not even a flashlight, they're showing me like a high beam lights from the police car. Okay. That's being that are just shining underneath the bed. Those monsters cannot hide. There's no way for them, there's nowhere for them to hide. Okay. um so that you can keep your thoughts positive, or at least catch yourself when you're thinking negatively, right? And learn to discipline your mind. Like I was saying earlier, when I changed what I was writing about, what I was feeling, I was like, no, Janessa, you don't want to feel that way. So why would you type that out? Why would you tell your friend who's going to amplify this energy for you that you want to, this is how you feel? Like, no, this is not how you feel. And even if I was feeling that in that moment, I didn't want to speak it to my friend, because even though I know for me, I can say it one time and then let it go and let it be, right? I can let it go. But if I tell somebody else, they may tell somebody else and tell somebody else and tell somebody else, or they may pray about it, they may think about it, they may feel that out for me. And now I can't get away from that energy, because they have settled in their mind that that is what I am experiencing, what I am feeling. So no, you don't have to. You're not meant to go through this alone. You're not supposed to be alone in this. But if it's something that you don't want, then don't speak on it. Maybe talk it out with your partner, because that's something that's sacred, intimate, right? Talk it out with a friend who knows about energy, who knows about, say, you know what, I don't want you to see me in this light, but I do need you to pray for positive mind, optimism, a change in my thoughts, because this is how I'm feeling right now. Please speak on it and let it go, right? Speak to the right people who know the right things to do, the right things to say, the right things to think and to pray about, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Keep your body in good health by sending it love and gratitude every day. And look at you guys. You guys thought I was going to say go to the gym. And it says, remember, it is the temple in which your soul resides in this lifetime. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So I feel like, there is this very strong energy here that says, you know what, 1111 is meant to recalibrate your life, okay, in various ways. It's meant to open you up, take you out of this shell, and once again, help you charge forward in the way that you are destined to be, into this life that you're destined to live. For some of you guys, if you have been alone, like in a relationship, you felt maybe you're with someone, but you've been feeling like you've been doing a lot of things alone, I feel like this is also going to help you welcome in that help, okay, with the aid here. Welcome in. It's also going to help you welcome in kindness, charity, charitable acts from others without feeling like a victim, is what I'm hearing. The fright energy, this 1111 energy, is also going to help you when it comes to healing your mind, okay, helping you step out of this energy of depression, phobia, paranoia, mental health, okay. It's taking you into a whole other space of I can do it. This is not. Yeah, some of you guys feel like you're stuck in this space, and that's not true. You're not stuck. You're just afraid to take the next step because you don't know what's ahead. And you're being asked to charge forward, okay, so that you can see. Because what's ahead is something so beautiful. And it's not meant to be shown to you right now through me. Otherwise, it would have come out here in these cards. But know that you are being given. God has sent people your way to help you become you again. Okay, to help you understand, to help you overcome the challenges and understand them on a deeper level. Whenever you are afraid, whenever you feel backed into a corner, whenever you feel like there's no way out, pray, speak to God. And communication could be in reverse too, because you haven't been talking to God, talking to your higher self, talking to the energies that matter, the connections that matter, talking with your partner. Okay? The home help card says, Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage to ask for and accept help from you, the angels, and others in matters regarding my family and my home. I could literally cry, okay? But if you have been going through this energy or feeling this energy, you are not alone. I definitely feel vibes from this pile and pile number 1 too. That was meant for me, and I'm so grateful that this 1111 energy is vibrating through us at this time. The month of November is so important for this, and I almost want to pull a card to see like what the outcome message is for this, but I know if it was meant to show up, it would have shown up, because all the cards that I needed to pull are here. They're present. They're already present. So I'm going to leave us with a message of have faith. Okay, one thing that I do see is this sense of confidence pouring in, pouring over you. Okay, I'm also seeing your ancestors here, your loved ones. They don't play about you. Okay, those who have passed away. Oh my gosh, my puppy's barking. But those who have passed that are around you, that's confirmation right there. They do not play about you. Okay, horses could be also a significant sign for you, or elephants, maybe even mountains, snowy mountains or snow. Okay, these can all be confirmation for you as well that this is your reading. But remember that you are so abundant. I just keep hearing you are not done. You may feel like you're done. You may feel like you're done. That you've done all that you were meant to do. But there's so much that you have yet to fulfill in this lifetime. Trust your intuition. Whatever that little niggle, that little feeling is trying to tell you, trust it. Just do it. I'm hearing literally just do it. Just do it. Just do it. And there was one other message I wanted to share too from this card. If you're still here, thank you so much. I know this is really longer than I thought it was going to be, but I definitely felt it was necessary. Everything is black and white in the background, which makes it a little scary because you can't really see. I can't tell if these are stars or if these are vines that are coming, or snakes, or what, right? Eyes looking at me. I can't tell because there is really no color. But I'm hearing, and it's crazy because I actually felt like there's two things coming through. I actually felt like coloring or drawing today. Like I felt like I wanted to like color in like some. Oh, I do have a little thing that I can color today. I think I'm a color. I felt like coloring today. So if you felt like putting a little bit of color into your life recently, whether it's doing your nails, getting your nails done, your hair, changing your hair color, wearing brighter colors in your clothing, getting beautiful bright bracelets, coloring something, drawing, writing in different pen colors, do it. Okay, bring color into your world. But I also, the other message that I heard was, it reminded me of something I heard on a movie, and the movie said, be wary of the weatherman who refuses to look up. And it stuck with me because I was like, oh my gosh, that's so true. Like, why would I listen to a weatherman who refuses to look up to the sky to see what the weather is, right? Like if it's sunny, if it's foggy, if it's about to rain, if it's rain clouds. Instead, he goes by what he's been told, or maybe what he's used to, or what happened last year around this time, right? Living in your present moment, okay? You're being asked to look up, raise your head to the sky, okay? Look beyond what is at your feet. Look beyond what you see on your left and your right, okay? Be open to newness, to new beginnings, to new outcomes, right? To doors opening for you, as this is a door today. This is a portal. Some of you guys also, side note, may have twins. I do feel twin energy here. There may be two souls that are wanting to come in, maybe twin girls, okay, or a boy and a girl. But I feel like there is such a powerful Spirit's like, I didn't put you through this for no reason, okay? There is another, there is something else that you may experience that could be a bit challenging for you when it comes to pregnancy. And it could be carrying twins, right? Having extra doctor's appointments, pushing your body to the limit, days where you feel like giving up, but you can't, right? You can't. So Spirit is saying, these are all meant to strengthen you, not break you down to break you, right? But break you down to provide a breakthrough so that you can become stronger, so that you can handle the things that may come in the future, right? That may seem like they're meant to break you, but instead they're meant to strengthen you as well, okay? But anyways, that was the other message. Look up. I'm hearing look up. Don't be afraid to look up. Okay, don't be afraid to think positively. Don't be afraid to have positive expectations. Don't use your past and the outcomes of last year to determine what is coming next. Look up and look for yourself. Look within, connect to the divine, and allow that energy to pour into you. Allow those messages to pour into you. You are deeply connected, so you can receive those messages yourself. Okay? All right, I'm going to leave this here. I'm for real this time, you guys. I'm sending you so much love and light, and of course, baby dust. I hope that this 1111 message, oh my gosh, literally, oh my gosh. Okay, sorry, I got excited because literally I just saw on the timestamp 1 hour, 1 minute, and 11 seconds. So this 1111, reading, I hope that it was exactly what you needed to hear today. I know it was definitely something that I needed as confirmation, like, ooh, maybe I have not been forgotten, okay? And I feel like that's something that you really needed to hear too today. So let me know down below in the comment section if you listened to the full thing or whatever you felt aligned with you. And I'll see you in the next reading. Blessings.